I'm meteorologist Carley with the latest on what you need to know before the major holiday travel weekend. We do have a lineup of holiday storms set to arrive, and that first one coming in on Saturday. But before we can get to that, we're getting through a dense fog advisory, another one being issued this week. This one expiring at 11 a.m. on Friday. We are looking at dense fog spanning from Redding all the way down past the Central Valley to Bakersfield. This is widespread dense fog, and we are looking at some of that visibility limited down to even less than a quarter mile. Now, we've been noticing most of this week that fog really hasn't lifted until lunchtime, and if it lifted, it's still hovering above overhead, kind of just enveloping us just like clouds. Otherwise, we're going to expect a very similar day again for our Friday. Now, what we can expect to see as we move through Thursday night is visibility already limited down to a half mile by 10 p.m. And then we're seeing areas of Lodi, Stockton, 5 to 6 miles in visibility, but that is in the city center. Now, as you move to the rural spots, you can get down quickly to as low as about a third of a mile there as well. As we move into the morning commute, this is where we're seeing, again, some of the more widespread dense fog. Make sure you do not have those high beams on. Keep it at the regular lights that you're used to having at night. And then we're going to continue to see this really spanning from areas of Roseville on 80 all the way to the Bay Area, as well as up and down I-5 and 99, again, as mentioned, all the way down toward Bakersfield, where we're seeing that dense fog continuing to span. Now, as we start moving toward lunchtime, we do start to see it lifting, at least above most of our cars and buildings, but we're still looking at a few spots anywhere from 2 to 5 miles in visibility. Sacramento still at about a mile by noon. So again, most of this is going to start lifting. You can still see a little bit further in front of you, but it's still going to cover us similar to kind of cloud coverage would do into our afternoon hours. Now, this is going to be an important timeline for you. I'll move out of the way in just a sec, but I want you to note here, this is Saturday through Tuesday, Christmas Eve. So we have a lot going on in those next 4 days that you really need to plan things out. If you have holiday traveling still to do, if you have any events outside, or if you're just kind of still going to the store and getting some last minute presents, you do need to know a lot happening here. Saturday, this is going to be a rainy day, but it's going to be a quick shower day that comes in mid-morning, 9, 10 a.m., and then is pretty much gone from the valley right around 2, 3 p.m. Some areas of the foothills could see some of those showers lingering a little later, but really not past 4:35. Now, we are going to see some light Sierra snow. If we get any at all, it's going to be way up there at higher elevations above about 6,700 feet. So this is a higher snowfall on Saturday. Kind of a day where you're getting a little wet, a little annoying for some people, but not a washout. You can still do things on Saturday. Just prepare for the fact that we may have some of those wet roads in the middle of the day. Sunday, this one's going to be tricky. We have a 50-50 situation here. We have an atmospheric river that's slowing down, or it could speed up. And whether it decides to do one or the other is going to depend on when and what day we get that rain. If it decides that it's going to stall out a little longer, take its time, we're going to be mostly just cloudy throughout the day. And then the showers should arrive into Sunday evening. If it speeds up, we could see the lingering effects, too, of some showers from Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then the rest of your day is good. Or we could get some Sunday night, early Monday morning showers. So that's kind of what we're looking at now. Monday looks to be a decent day for showers, at least in the overnight Sunday to Monday morning. Then you have most of Monday that you're okay with. But as you get to Monday evening, we see that tapering off in the evening hours, getting some sunshine Monday evening before the next storm system, a bigger storm system, is set to arrive on Tuesday. So again, you're going to really need to plan this out. Go ahead, download the ABC 10 Plus app on your streaming devices, as well as the ABC 10 app on your phones. Both ways, you can go to the weather section, click upload here to send us any of your photos, but you can also check the radar section, how far away the rain is, and if you move the little cursor over, you can kind of time it out for yourself when may be a best time for you to travel. If you need to go somewhere 2 hours to the west, 2 hours to the east into the Sierra, you can kind of time that out for yourselves. Tuesday, we're looking at that rain pretty much throughout the entire day of your Christmas Eve. What we're going to expect is that valley rain starting up in the morning. So we can see that 7, 8, 9 a.m. Again, depending on where you are. And then we'll see that Sierra snowfall following right after that. And it's going to be basically an all-day event until we get to the evening hours. By nighttime, it will slow. And on Christmas Day, We are expecting to see partly sunny skies. Could get some morning fog with that, but otherwise we do expect to see a nice Christmas day. And then hold on tight again. Another storm system headed your way Thursday, Friday. All right, so let's kind of lay this all out for you in terms of what we can expect. Our biggest weather impact day for you is going to be on Tuesday, just because we have a lot of people on the roads. We have a Christmas Eve, last minute things people are doing, and a lot of people are rushing on that day. That is going to be our big weather impact day with an active pattern coming, multiple storms this weekend and into next week. Again, the first storm Saturday, then Christmas Eve rain and snow. And then after Christmas, so we're good on Wednesday, but after Christmas, Thursday, Friday, we're looking at post-Christmas storms. And not just any low pressure system or storm, but accompanied by atmospheric rivers, which means more moisture in the storm systems. That can just drop more rain and more snow in the Sierra. So looking at Saturday, this one's pretty weak. We're not expecting a lot. A lot of that remains further south. We get a light skinny band kind of pushing overhead, and that's expected to really only bring us about 1/10 of an inch of rain for the valley spots. Maybe could get up to 1/4 inch further north of I-80, foothills, maybe up into those valley spots near Red Bluff. But Sunday, notice that this atmospheric river really starts targeting the Northern California coastline here, whereas we're expecting to see another one targeting Sacramento. This one kind of expected to stay here on Sunday. And as it slowly moves its way south, according to the low pressure it's associated with, that is when we're going to decide whether or not we get our rain on Sunday or on Monday. So that's what I meant by we're going to have to wait and see on this one if the low is going to drag it quickly or take its time. And we're going to expect to see Tuesday. This one's almost a definite. Take a look at this atmospheric river. It looks weak, but it's just skinny, and it is pointing directly into Sacramento. And you do see quite a bit of moisture involved in this band right there. That is going to bring us some rain throughout most of the day, as well as Sierra snowfall. We're good on Christmas, as I mentioned, but we get to Thursday, and here's another one that moves in. This one does seem a little weak, but it does look like it may pack a punch. If another low pressure system up here continues to get stronger and strengthen, that could really drag and pull in a lot more moisture. So we're waiting on that one, but check out Friday's. This one really inundated with moisture, and that is a concern for us Friday to Saturday of next week. We are still a full week out. So of course, things change, patterns change, low pressure systems move, they kind of interact with each other. So we'll wait off and kind of inform you when we get closer to this one on how much rain or snow we could see. But let's focus on the first few storms, as that'll impact you in the next 4 to 5 days. And then again, that Friday and following Sunday could see another one. So we have a lot of those atmospheric rivers still in the pipeline. Good news when it comes to our water year. Good news when it comes to our snowpack and drought conditions that could come into our summer months. All right, let's look at our futurecast radar at around 10 a.m. for your Saturday. This is where we see a few scattered shower chances. Now, this is not a big deal for Saturday. You're going to get some wet roads, maybe some on your windshield. Nothing too impactful, maybe 1/10 of an inch of rain. Most of the heavier stuff does remain north of Yuba City. And then as we get to 1 p.m., this is the last of our shower push for Sacramento. And then we're seeing just a few more showers still in the foothill spots, but Grass Valley up to Feather Falls does get hit hard, a little harder than everyone else with some of that Sierra snowfall, as I mentioned, at higher elevation. So if you're looking to pass through the Sierra on Saturday and you're looking closer to going at lunchtime, you either want to leave earlier in the morning to get up there, or you want to wait till past 5 p.m. After that, you're looking good. So there is a window you can do it early morning or just wait till the evening. So good window there for Saturday. Sunday looking decent as well. We're really not seeing too much in terms of snow or rain. But as we get to Sunday night, we're now looking at 9 p.m. And this is where it looks like we may start seeing more of those showers arriving first on the coastline and then into Monday morning. So again, as I mentioned, Sunday should be a good day, a decent day, just mostly cloudy throughout the day. And then we get the rain at night. Monday, this is where, again, mentioned, we see the showers coming on shore and then they kind of pass us through. We don't expect to see too much on Monday either. But as we get into New Year's Eve, I'm jumping way ahead, Christmas Eve, we do expect heavier rain. The dark green shades here indicating some downpours from Sacramento into the foothills, and then even Sierra snowfall. The levels here look much lower. This is expected to be a colder system. As you notice, it's coming from way up to the northwest portion of our state, Pacific Northwest, and then really pushing down fiercely. And you can kind of see just that outline there. About 5,500 feet is kind of what we're estimating at this point in time for some of those snowfall levels there on Tuesday, Christmas Eve. And this is early morning. So if you had plans to head up on Christmas Eve, best day to do it would probably be the day before. Monday, you're looking way better. And that's probably going to be the safest. You won't get stuck in traffic. You also won't have to deal with anyone who's not prepared and may have spin outs or get in accidents. Then you're stuck in that. So as we go on throughout our Tuesday, we are going to continue to see that rain and snow throughout most of the day. The next arrival is very similar to Christmas Eve, coming in the morning hours again. But for Thursday, December 26th, a lot of Sierra snow. As you noticed right here from Reading North, I-5 impacted up through the Siskiyou Mountain Pass and into Oregon. A lot of areas around Lassen also being impacted. A little less as we look at the morning hours here into your Thursday, but we do expect to see a lot more of that snow on and off throughout Thursday as well as Friday. So again, the atmospheric rivers, they are lining up and they are prepared to bring us that rain and snow. And it looks like potentially into the new year, as far out as we can see. But in the meantime, let's focus on your next few days as you consider the holiday travel, the events, and everything you have planned in order here on Saturday. Now let's take note real quick. Friday, you may see a peak of sunshine in the afternoon, but otherwise do expect to see mostly just cloudy skies. The morning is dealing with dense fog that may not even lift, and you may not see some sunshine, but we'll put that there just in case you do. Upper 50s through Friday and Saturday to low 60s on Sunday. Cloudy day Sunday, rain arriving late night mostly and into Monday morning. Then, we have the Christmas Eve event here, a weather impact alert day Tuesday. Wednesday, first day here, we have Hanukkah as well as Christmas Day landing on the same day. A nice day. No rain expected that day. But then we really get back into it Thursday, Friday, as we're looking at another storm system set to arrive and then potentially again another one on that Sunday.